So the game started, Castoras against Vienna, and we couldn't see who got the ball. But they're fighting in the middle, and Castoras is in blue, Vienna is in white. We have 3 Castoras around the goalkeeper of the Austrian team. They're fighting and keeping the ball. And they go around the goal in a 3-meter semicircle. At least that's more or less the Orca way. Let's see, the Castoras they just removed the goalkeeper. They didn't know what was going on. They came from the close area and they looked at it, they put a block and scored a goal already 50 seconds after the first half. So, chicos, en Colombia, muy bien, 50 segundos les costó meter el primer gol. El equipo de Viena es un poquito nuevo, hace 2 o 3 años que se fundó, así que por lo que he oído de las Castoras, aunque no las conozco muchos, juegan hace más tiempo juntas. Así que yo creo que si en 50 segundos han metido un gol, ya sabemos más o menos cómo va a terminar el juego. The Colombians are attacking, they're 4 underwater and they're passing the ball and almost barely giving the Austrians the chance to get organized and to defend. The Colombians are really making the pace of the game, deciding what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and the Austrian girls are just trying to cope with it, and they are overwhelmed already. You can see also the way they move in the water. There are some players that maybe are not as experienced. You can see also the way the Colombians moving through the water. They have a bit more experience. They move faster, they move more with and without the ball, and they are very good at keeping a possession of the ball, so that they keep attacking and keep coming in waves, and they go on one side, then they're passing now into the middle, and going over the close side. But there's always 2 or 3 underwaters and always recover the ball, and as the keeper alone again, but at least one of the mates help and push that attacker away. But they keep coming, and they don't lose the ballon. It's just the matter of how tired the goalkeeper is off the goal. She doesn't realize that the one position of the ballon is on the other side. Yeah, they already scored 50 seconds after the beginning.
Haven't been in the game, okay.
They are really pacing the game.
Vienna, the Austrian girls, they're better than we were seen last year probably. There's a lot more experience now in the water with them.
Well, a little bit more, yes. They are growing, but
that's it.
You can tell it by the way they move, and then they're. But you know that attack wasn't really very clever, because if you are 1 against 1 against a goalkeeper, you cannot go that fast, that high. You need to keep under and then push up, because otherwise you don't have the strength of the position to remove the goalkeeper. So the Austrians were fighting also this time, just trying to recover the ball, but they're not like, and right now
we have a one-on-one situation at the goal.
But at least the other Austrian player
right
came
now
to help.
Austria quite fends off quite well. I think the
right now much
Castoras
better than 2 minutes before.
Okay.
Yeah, but always a situation that the goalkeeper is left
close.
alone
Yeah.
with a attacker. But I'm also surprised that the attackers cannot. I mean, don't use the
don't
situation
score. Yeah,
better.
look at this situation.
Yeah.
Normally this should be.
Sí. Estoy sorprendido porque están teniendo buenas oportunidades para meter otro gol, porque están solas con la portera, pero no logran sacarlas de la portería. Como que han perdido un par de oportunidades, pero bueno, nada, por ahora.
Yeah, it's always the same pattern.
Es claro que están dominando el partido, eso no.
If there is for a certain time there is so much pressure on the defense, it's normal there is a break. And when the break comes, there is this little hole in defense where you can push in the ball, and it happens over the time.
Yeah,
Just the mistake happens.
No, because you are too much under stress, and then you are very tired.
Yeah.
I mean, when the other team is making the space in the game, the one that is defending is really very exhausted.
So we have fast counter attack, yeah. And this is a breaking point. I think it's always a breaking point if in a game you have the first goal without a goalkeeper or without goalkeeper in defense. When you just see the opponent team scoring without real resistance.
Yeah.
So in the open basket. So now we have cluster on the surface. At least 4, 3, 4, 5 now the cluster is going down, and the Castoras break free out of it and start their attack on the Austrian basket. Over the goalkeeper to the open side, and there on the open side back to the closed side, trying to score from the closed side and passing down again to a player half on the open side of the basket, down to the bottom again. They're building very fast waves, and they go in one by one, not really as a double pack, but one by one. And Austria does not look to have a way to fend them off, to give them some air to breathe, just to give them a little bit of space, so they can build their own game. They're just defending right now.
They're just defending.
And now we have an attack from the open side again, tackled away by 2 players, but the Castoras player succeeded in breaking free out of 2 players, keeping the ball and playing to her partner. And now, this is what bad holding
she
of
realized
the
it
face.
looked like it was like an accident, because the moment she realized she was on the mask, she let it go.
It was a bad grab of the face mask. And
now we have 1 Colombian girl against 4.
I'm still a little bit surprised it takes them so long now to score. And it's definitely because Austria is defending quite well.
Sí, no, las chicas están dominando el juego y están marcando el ritmo del juego, y las chicas austríacas están respondiendo
Call
de la
from the
forma que
referee,
pueden.
free throw against the Castoras.
Están muy cansadas, o sea, tienen, o sea,
holding without ball
con
or pushing.
Tanta presión se genera mucho caos en la defensa de las austríacas. Están haciendo lo que pueden, pero claramente, o sea, la forma de ataque y cómo pasan el balón y cómo mantienen el balón, las chicas colombianas es más claro, o sea, muestra la experiencia y la condición del equipo.
Another call from the referee. There seemed to be a problem. Replay now from the of the free throw against the Castoras. So it's a repeat.
1 minute and a half left.
In the first half.
Un minuto y medio. I think this is the first time the Austrians are in the, or the second time?
No, second time. They've been at least last year. They've been in
no. On the goal.
On the side.
On the side of the Colombian team, and the defender didn't even realize that there was no goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper just barely made it. But when you come here such a short term, you're not really lying very stable.
Yeah, but still, it takes them quite long to hear another score, and at least the Austrians succeed to interfere. It's not like
no, they're
it's
not
like a hot knife through butter. It's just like
no. It's not like Nasud against
But we're in the first half, so it could change.
Half, but
it depends how much fitness they have to withstand the constant pressure. And now we have Austria attacking Castoras' basket, and they're quite undisturbed.
Yeah, they are very concentrated and very calm. They're not.
And there is a tight cluster that is breaking off. And Castoras recover the ball, breaking out of the cluster, And end of the first half here, Champions Cup 2016 in Berlin. This is the, which number does the game have?
9.
The game number 9 out of 16 for today. So we are almost through in the first half, or more than through in the first half. So I think Castoras dominate this game, but still Austria gives them a fight. And if they can recover and concentrate in the second half, they could be able to score. It's totally not impossible in this situation. And but quite for sure, Castoras will win this game against Austria Vienna, and it is an easy game for them to start this Champions Cup 2016 here in Berlin. So for those who just tuned in, my name is Wolf. I'm from the local Sporttaucher club on the Sporttaucher, like Lorena. And we're both coaches and referees in underwater rugby. We love our sport, and we're both deep into developing new teams. We will both work with our youth team. Game, 2 seconds left. Castoras in blue from Colombia against Vienna from Austria.
Something happened, probably.
It's the third time we have a start of a game with a wrong beginning, and it's a free throw against Castoras.
Yep.
I hope the sound is better now. Maybe something was fixed here, and you can hear us better without interruption, without interference. We have now the fight. Castoras are in ball possession, and they go for a counter-attack and are already at the basket of the Austrians. Nice work of the goalkeeper, who just gone from before basket defense into up basket defense. Very well done. Thanks, Antonio, and the rest telling us the sound is better. Thank you very much.
Las chicas de Castoras siguen dominando el partido, pero las austríacas no se rinden, siguen peleando, o sea, tratan de ponerse en la posición y seguir al ataque de Colombia, que es bastante agresivo. No les dan tiempo a nada, o sea, vienen una después de la otra, entonces les saca la concentración a la defensa y a la portera. Llegan a un punto que están perdidas y no saben ya más dónde están, y hasta tan agitadas que ni siquiera están en posición, como en este caso.
But I think Austria is still doing quite well.
Hey, Austria is fighting great. I mean, they didn't give up. They're just not as experienced as the Castoras, but they keep fighting with everything they have. And look, again, another attack with 3 blues, 3 Colombian girls, and she's on top of the goalkeeper, of the Austrian goalkeeper, trying to move it away, and there's a closet, you cannot see it, still in possession of the ball. And this is the great game of the Colombians. I mean, they keep going in and out, and they keep staying in possession of the ball.
Wow, this was well done. Recovered the ball from a Colombian player. Austrian girl just tackled the opponent player and grabbed the ball away, snatched the ball away. Was very well done. And now the Austria is in counter-attack. But that was one of the things you really have to be careful of. If you go in a counter-attack, you don't pass the ball backwards, you go forward. And there was a mistake right here. We saw passing backwards just stopped the whole process. And we're already back at the Austrian basket. The Castoras are attacking hard, coming from above. Austria succeeded on recovering the ball, but it was a bad pass to the goalkeeper, who just got away from the. But still they're doing well. They could be doing well, but they could do better with more concentration right here.
The problem is that Castoras is attacking too much,
yeah,
so with that kind of pressure, you cannot concentrate. I mean, you are already at the top of what you can do, and you have this kind of pressure. So from this moment on, you just do mistakes, and under that kind of pressure, you are also your condition start failing because you know what I mean. Just defending, and the pace is so fast, and Colombians play so much different than we do, and they keep coming. I mean, they don't even
like
take
I said,
a little
it
bit.
It breaks you. Yeah.
All right.
But nevertheless, I'm impressed by the will of the Austrians to fight back and to use their chances. Whenever they have a chance, they get a ball and they go for it. And their downtime is quite good. Not at that moment, with no defender.
No, estamos diciendo que
but there were changes. There were probably the whole team changed and went out of the pool.
Que están, o sea, el tiempo que las chicas de Colombia están bajo el agua es mucho más que las chicas de Austria, un tercio más, y que tiene un ataque constante, entonces no le dan tiempo a las chicas de Austria a recuperarse. Fatigan a los defensores y a la portera, y llega un punto donde cambian todos de una vez, y por eso, como en este caso de nuevo, quedó la portera sola con 2 o 3 atacantes, no tiene ningún tipo de chance.
I guess that's a timeout for Austria. Their coach is telling them to cool down and relax, keep it quiet. They're doing a good job, and he's right. Don't lose the concentration, stay in the game, and use your chances. It's would be very difficult, almost impossible for them to win this game. But nevertheless,
impossible. You are very an optimistic person.
Well, almost impossible. Yeah, I'm optimistic. I believe in whatever.
Miracles.
Miracle? No, I don't believe in miracles. I believe in something. It's almost impossible, but it's the will not to give up. And I know players who just there's no use to it anymore.
Yeah, well, we saw it with the USA that they kind of mentally were broken and they couldn't keep up with the fight, and they just gave up a little bit there.
Yeah.
But not with Austria. Estamos diciendo que las chicas de Austria, si bien están perdiendo, la verdad es que siguen luchando, no se han desmotivado, no han abandonado la batalla, saben que no van a ganar el partido, pero siguen jugando y siguen tratando de dar lo mejor, lo más que tienen, que eso también es muy importante en un equipo. Muchos equipos que se desmoralizan y ya dejan de luchar, entonces es una pena porque entonces se pierden la calidad, pero esas, tienen menos experiencia, no pueden seguir con la táctica de las Castoras, pero de todas formas lo que saben lo hacen, lo siguen implementando y tratan de ser lo más consecuentes y disciplinadas que pueden con lo que tienen.
What we just there's Antonio says Austria's defense is not working. Well, I think that's a little bit too harsh to say. They're doing a good job, but they're lacking the experience to be on the spot, and especially the forechecking, the defense at the basket, in my opinion, is a little bit too far away from the basket, but the forechecking should be closer to the basket and support the goal defense, the basket defense. So it was a call from a referee. Free throw against Castoras. So as far as we know, Castoras did win in Colombia by putting together a team with some of the best players from other clubs.
Yeah, apparently there's not the traditional club, but there's
which is a total legal way to organize your team.
Yes.
But we had the problem in Berlin sometime with 3 clubs and 1 club taking the players of the 3 clubs and putting together his best team. So, yeah. Nevertheless.
Sometimes it's a pity because it's better to have 3 teams than one strong team if you want the sport to improve. But apparently it was the only way they could win against Orcas, or this is what the rumor said. So fair enough. They fought all last year and they won, and then now they're here for the experience and to show that they also can play great rugby. And the first mistake I saw right now, minutes ago, is one missed pass by one of the Castoras, but the other one recovered it. And the traditional Colombian attacking style, going from one side to the other, just pulling the goalkeeper from the head, and then. And
the Castoras are experienced players. Most of them are quite seasoned, experienced players who have a lot of games in their fins, and they know what to do. And it looks they can put it in the water right here. And from my opinion, what I can see, I don't know if they are a challenge for UC Langen, for Germany, but they're at least a challenge.
Yes. It's two completely different ways of playing. So I think the one that can establish their game is the one that is going to win.
Yeah, absolutely. Now if you can force the other team to play your game, it's
So coming and continue with the attack, I'm really positive surprised by the Austrian girls that keep fighting and keep giving everything they have, even though they're 8-0, and still with the inexperience they have, they're really doing a great job. And of course, I mean, the Castoras continue coming in waves and going from right to left, so that eventually the defense is broken or is very tired and cannot cope. So eventually a goal is falling every couple of minutes, but until then the Austrian girls really fight and try to keep up with the pace of the game that is quite fast. Here in Europe we have a bit of a slower pace compared to what I've experienced from Colombia. So they really at the beginning were a bit more off guard, but through the game they adapt more to the pace of the Colombian girls and put up a little more of a fight and are defending quite well for the experience they have. So I think they did a great job. I mean, nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, 8-0, but great job from Austria.
Yeah, 8-0 is not